Hi there, this is John with WesleyGospel.com. This is a biblical economics update. Um, I've been reflecting periodically on the dramatic changes that have happened in the past year to email marketing, specifically revolving around what's called email throttling and email sending limits that will oftentimes shut down a person's email marketing program, with the end result that you can't find any customers, you don't have power to get wealth. It's detrimental to small business owners unless they can get control over this. So it's something that I've been scientifically testing out and trying to prove, and I think I've got it. I think I'm almost there. I'm almost there, and I think this might be a feasible answer not only for myself but for any of my listeners that are trying to start businesses of their own. And that is that you continue to use GMass, believe it or not. You continue to use GMass. So that's good news. If you're familiar with using GMass, you don't have to stop using it. But here's the changes that have to happen with this. Number one, don't ever use an SMTP. Don't let anybody talk you into it on Fiverr or any other place. Don't do that. Don't do it because the email sending limits are so strict on Google now. It will shut the whole thing down lickety split. Your account will be shut down, and you just found out that you wasted a bunch of money. Don't do SMTP with GMass. But you can use GMass still if you just use a normal Gmail. Like, for example, company email 72@gmail.com. Okay? So now the speed at which you send the emails you should go into the GMass settings when you get it set up and go to the schedule button and fix it so that it will only send on weekdays, not send on Saturday and Sunday, and that it will only send 50 emails per day. Don't ever increase it past that point. Secondly, do not use any emails unless they come from Keith Rainville. I've tested this guy for years, and he always produces really quality emails. You can get this guy's emails on Fiverr.com. His name is Keith Rainville, last name Rainville. He has a thing there. I will create an email list for any business niche. You can get 600 emails for $40, and if he's feeling generous, he might give you more. And so he always produces cream of the crop type emails. He uses sometimes 3 or 4 different email validating programs to make sure that every single email is absolutely perfect, right? That it's fully active, fully being used by current business people. And so you want to get him. Make sure you only email from him. Don't get emails from anywhere else. Not from D7 Lead Finder or anywhere else. Just Keith. And then, so you're sending. Okay, so number one, you're using GMass with a regular Gmail. You're only sending on weekdays, and you're only sending 50 a day, and you're only sending Keith emails from Keith. But here's the problem. Everything's going smooth. Everything's going fine. You're not getting any bounce backs with this. This is good. You might get a bounce back on the first try, but give it a couple weeks. You're not going to have any bounce backs. Now, the last element is, but when are you going to start getting customers? Right. Well, it's important that you establish email deliverability, right? Because That's the ultimate problem. If you don't have email deliverability, if your email program doesn't even work, then you're not going to be able to get any customers. So I've gotten you to the point where you're able, you're running this thing like this for 2 weeks or so. Everything's going perfect. The emails are getting through the pipeline. They're getting into people's inboxes, and they're not even bouncing back at all. They're 100% perfect. They're getting through to people. So now the final question is, how can you speed up the time to hire? How can you accelerate? How can you speed up your appointment setting so that you can start having Zoom meetings and Google Meets and video calls with potential customers? Well, you multiply what you're doing. So instead of just using one GMass account, you use 5. That would cost about $125 a month. And if you compare that to other email marketing situations, that's a pretty darn good deal. Now you might say, John, where are you getting this idea of 5? Why are you only limiting it to 5? Well, because for most people's budget, that might be affordable. So you put down $125 a month to operate 5 GMass accounts. That's affordable to most people, I would think. And in this situation, you're sending out 250 emails a day perfectly, which is 1,250 emails a week, which is 5,000 emails a month. I might say, John, where did you get this figure from? This is the number, this is the email sending limit that Instantly is pitching its growth package off of, sending out 5,000 emails monthly. Now, if you want to skip GMass and go start using a program that you don't have any experience with, like Instantly, be my guest. I don't recommend it because I think Instantly requires you to open up an Outlook account, which will in turn require you to open up an SMTP, which is highly technical to install, which is probably just a scam. But it might not be. It sounds technical, sounds like a headache. If you want to go and buy Instantly, in addition to all of this, you can. Their growth program is only $30 a month and purports to send out emails 5,000 a month. But if you want to continue to use GMass, which you've come to know and love and are very familiar with and know that it has gotten you customers in the past, all you got to do is throw down $125 a month, operate 5 GMass accounts, and make sure all of them are sending out 50 emails a day. With this, you can get the same level of sending results that Instantly's growth program purports to have. So that's where I'm at right now. You get 5 GMasses operating a normal gmail.com account. Each of those is $25 a month, so multiply it times 5, you end up with $125 a month as email marketing spend. And this enables you to send out 250 marketing emails a day. Perfect emails from Keith. I think that could very well lead to setting appointments very quickly for you if you follow this pattern. And that's where I'm at right now, intellectually, with this thing. God bless you out there. This is John with WesleyGospel.com.